I've watched you a lot on social media, and you seem to be very involved in your community. Can you tell us more about who you are and what you're about, and why you decided to run for public office?
Well, first of all, I'm Meia Ballinger from Cleveland, Ohio. Go Browns.
Go Browns.
I am just so...
Oh, you said go Browns?
I did. I'm sorry. Did I say that?
You said go Browns?
Sorry. But yes, what got me started when I was younger, I saw my grandmom fall, and I felt helpless as to helping her. But I knew from that point on that it was time for me to do something, even as a young child. I had to be about 8 years old when that occurred. So I knew from there I wanted to help people. So as I got older and moved to Georgia, and especially to Clayton County, I saw different things that needed to be changed, needed to be fixed. Even in our nursing facilities, where so many of the residents there are not getting the proper care that they deserve. So it's just so many aspects, so many things that I knew that I had to do. I know that we're here, we're all alive, living and breathing, but it goes beyond being here just to exist. I believe we're all here for a purpose, and that's to help our fellow brothers, sisters, neighbors, friends along the way.
Can you talk about how you got involved initially in politics in Clayton County?
I was doing different things as far as, neighborhood cleanups, feeding the homeless, all different things. So many people were encouraging me to run. That wasn't something that I decided on my own. I had pastors encouraging me, family members, a few Henry County residents that, also encouraged me as well. So it was the encouragement and seeing the need for things to be done that were not being addressed and not being done.
When you say people encouraged you, they had to see something in you. What was that they saw in you that made them ask you to participate in the process?
They saw literally the blood, sweat, and tears that I put into helping others. It seems as if I put others before I put myself. So I was just doing so much for people, just from prison, asking for donations for books, to hygiene products for our women here in shelters, to doing just little things where they saw a vision before I even saw it.
Why didn't they ask you to run for a seat like a city council seat instead of running for a commission?
It's a good question. I guess they thought my voice was a little powerful than I thought. They saw something in me that I couldn't even see.
And did you have ideas that you had articulated to the community?
A lot. There were a lot. As far as Stop the Violence marches, different things that I was doing in the community that I'm still doing.
So Clayton County has a number of wonderful assets. Clayton County is actually a beautiful county. If you go from the Lake Slidey community all the way to Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson. So can you talk about the county and what vision you would have for the county?
Well, first vision would be our homeless. Our homeless population are being ignored. I would like to see them off the streets, our streets cleaned up, full of so much trash. I know they have people in position as far as inmates who come and clean, but that's not sufficient enough. There are also so many abandoned buildings that need to be utilized. Like, for instance, there's one by Southern Regional Hospital and Riverdale Elementary, right in the middle, that used to be a mental health facility for our youth. I would like to see that reopened and utilized for our youth to keep them off the streets. We also have on Terra Boulevard hoops, and I believe that could be open to help our youth, something to get our youth off the street. I believe that this new generation is not doing to their full potential, for lack of a better word, being lazy, but they have so much potential that I want to start with our youth, number one. I've also looked into a mentor program for men. It's going super duper slow right now because, like I say, we don't have people who want to get involved. It's more talk than it is action.
Yeah, you definitely have to have somebody that is very committed to the process. If you want to start a mentoring program, I had a mentoring program, and I still have it, technically, for about 12 years in Henry County, where we mentored youth from elementary school all the way through high school. And the beautiful thing about it is seeing a lot of the kids that came through the program come back after college and say, just to say thank you for the leadership and thank you for kind of showing us the way. So yeah, that is a beautiful way to get kids off the street, and a beautiful approach for you to take for your community. Talk about other developments that you would be interested in doing for Clayton County. What do you see in terms of having a grand vision? What do you see Clayton as being in the next 10 to 20 years?
I see Top Golfs. Like, there's a place called Top Golf. It's fun. I've been there once. I would love to see that in Clayton County. Also, more recreation centers, like I say, for our youth. I see hotels on Terra Boulevard, not these Bates motels, the movie, and some of those motels look like they would have scabies, that they need to be just torn down. Bed bugs, it's ridiculous. I would like to see these old buildings torn down and something else built up, to also bring in funds, bring in money to our county to be utilized for other things.
You guys are doing some things around the mall. I think you're doing some type of center.
Yes.
Do you know much about that? Can you speak to it?
I know that in the old Sears building, the old Sears department, it has been used by our school board. So they are opening up a tremendous, wonderful event center with different kind of things happening in there. But I'm looking forward to that. So that should be open very soon.
You talk about roads a lot and improving roads. Where do you see the issues in terms of road development in Clayton County?
Well, I see, especially on Terra Boulevard, where there are no sidewalks, there are no pedestrian crossings. You have people jaywalking, and how can you not jaywalk when there's no pedestrian crossings? You have to walk pretty much a football field just to get to a light to cross the street properly. I would like to see sequential lighting, the lights that just sequential, so I would like to see that, so that way it'll slow down the speed of traffic. That's one of the main issues, the speeding. On Terra Boulevard, the miles per hour are 45 miles, but you have people doing 60, 70. Even me, I would do 45 miles an hour, but you have that car behind me making me go, so I would like to see a slowdown. Okay. I would like to see street lights.
What motivates you to keep fighting for the citizens of Clayton County?
The citizens do. I'll receive phone calls that they're getting put out of their homes from all different kind of angles, and it just motivates me. I empathize with them, I sympathize with them, and I just can't not
How do you change that? What do you do?
I will write any resources that I can come up with. There are people in Clayton County who are doing things, nonprofit organizations. I utilize them as much as I can. I also, pastors, certain churches will help. There's a lot of resources out here that are not being used. So I would just Google whatever I have to do. Make phone calls, write letters.
You need to move to Henry County.
Wow.
Yeah, you sound like the type of resident that needs to live in Henry County. Every county needs a resident like you.
Thank you.
That is so wonderful. So you truly have a passion and a heart for people.
Yes.
Was there something that kind of triggered this passion?
Yes, I am asking everyone, no matter what county you're in, if you know someone on Terra Boulevard or who have been affected by any accidents or even not, I'm asking you to join myself as well as New Order Human Rights Organization on October 18th at 6 o'clock p.m. 112 Smith Street in Jonesboro. I won't say the word demand, but we will be asking our county commissioners to do whatever they can in their power to improve the safety on Terra Boulevard. So please join us at the next Board of Commissioners meeting in Clayton County. Please. Thank you.
Talk about this organization. I have not heard of this before.
Wow, it is amazing. I became a member maybe a couple months ago. We recently did a march on Terra Boulevard, had our signs and everything. But with the organization, they are all over the world. They travel to help injustice, human rights. One call, that's all. You call them, they are on it. Especially Gerald Rose, he is the CEO of it, the president, the founder. So, he is on it. And they have other members. Mika, they are all over. They are on top of their game. And it's a beautiful thing, and I'm so thankful for them.
So there you have it. Thank you for joining South Metro, and thank you, Meia, for being here. And we'll see you next time. We'll have you back soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.